Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Nat One. It's episode 2 of Spelljammer. Bloody Nora. We're back again with Andrew, Hallie, and Lauren playing Julius, Dallas, and Bermuda, respectively. And, woof, have we got a treat of a sesh in store for you. But first, say something. I do have an intro, which I'm gonna play. And here we are. Crikey. The panic, the hustle and bustle. All these commoners, all these, tourists of Capri Sun, all these merchants, all these pirates, all these thugs, crowds and crowds and crowds of people aboard this space galleon. Now, you all would have seen a space galleon before. It's just pretty much a pirate ship, but in space. And you've all escaped the water planet Capri Sun or Capri for short, as all these crystalline vines have burst out of the place. And as you're rising up in this galleon that you've been pulled onto by this young woman here, you look down as the ship sort of lists away from the world. Bermuda, you can see these vines are just like crawling up out of the water like tentacles, just wrapping around things and pulling the land into landslides into the water. Just absolute carnage all the way around your planet. Yeah. There's people panicking all around you. There are some people that have been lashed by the vines, that are getting the wounds tended to by other people. But the main people you see are this captain who has pulled you onto the ship, and this guy scowling at her from across the way. He sort of sits looking annoyed with all of his little thugs, his little goons. And she's just sort of marching around the place, making herself very, very busy, being very, very helpful. Over to you guys. I just need to sort the music out.
I will remember you.
Yeah, as you were escaping, your ship unfortunately was a victim of the attack of the crystalline vines bursting out, and you did lose 3 great crewmates, Tom, Jerry, and Maurice, but also Woody.
Do you think that's a fitting send-off for him, Captain?
I don't really have the means for a fitting send-off. But it's as good as it's gonna get. I mean, at least they went out fighting or something.
You realise now at this moment, this is when you realise that all you have is all you have on your person.
Julius, at the end of last session, was in his starry form, so his body was kind of blacked out with a constellation around him. He's going to come down from that now, and as he kind of turns back into his normal self, he looks a bit more concerned and dejected than usual. He's just kind of 1,000-mile stare down into the floor. I can't believe we weren't there, though.
I mean, maybe it's a good thing they didn't sort of see it coming. At least Maurice didn't, anyway.
Maurice
I mean,
Maurice.
we
certainly
look
didn't.
pretty happy.
Maurice wouldn't have seen it coming if someone had pointed a cannon directly into his eyes.
Bless his heart.
Yeah.
You see, as you're looking around all of the people, you see this thug guy sort of like walk over to the captain, and these guys linger about. Like one of them's got like a fucking toothpick in his mouth. You know what I mean? Like they're all just typical piratey goons. But this guy, he looks just like that weirdo off Game of Thrones. You know that one that's like what's his name? That Greyjoy who comes into it later. Oh, yeah, he looks like him. He's got like a wide, thuggish head, you know what I mean? Like, scraggly, horrible beard. His claws, like, hang off him like rags as he walks. He, like, pretends he's got a limp, but he ain't really. And, he comes over and he puts his big, like, chunky hand on her shoulder, and she turns around and she's like, What? I'm busy. And he's like, Look, you need to get us where we need to be. That were the plan. And she goes, well, that's changed, obviously. Look around. He sort of sneers at all of the, like, hurt people. They don't give a shit, you know what I mean? And she's sort of, like, motions to the person that she's trying to take care of. And she's like, my priorities have changed right now, so this is what I'm doing. And he looks at her with a squint, and he says, I've not known you to be so caring. And he goes, I wonder what the play is. And he walks off. And under her breath, she's like, it's not a play. And then turns back to caring for people's wounds. But that's what you overhear between those guys. But you are also free to do whatever the hell you want. There's a whole ship to explore. You've also got... There are like other people you can talk to, other things that you can do, etc. Whatever you want to do.
Do you want to go and see if they have a soft play area?
Don't really know if a play area is going to soften me up, to be honest. I don't really know if it's that kind of shit, Captain, but we can try.
Jesus fucking Christ, Beans. You're the only thing I got left. Please don't be depressing right now.
Alright. Even if they don't have a soft play area, they've got to have something, right? Every ship we've come across has had some sort of way of entertaining themselves. At least there'll be something. Spark a smile.
I might be able to find some food for Mustang anyway.
Mustang. Yeah, Mustang the ferret and DT Duck, who are both looking very hungry right now. It's tea time.
Glass of water. What was your name again?
Me?
Yeah.
Princess Bermuda.
Suppose there ain't much need for the princess no more, is there? Sorry.
Planet's not. It's still there. There's more in the water.
You try and look towards your planet now. It's just a small blue dot, and that's scary. That's the first time you've seen your planet. Considering you've never left the planet before. And it's fading away. It's, you can see that the captain sort of like running to the door and like coming back out again. And then the ship starts to just like rumble as though it's about to hit warp speed. You might not be used to that, Bermuda, but these two, you'll know, okay, that's just what it does, and then it'll be smooth sailing from there, but it feels like an earthquake. A lot of the other commoners and stuff like start to panic, and she tries calming everyone down.
I didn't know space was so loud.
It's not always this, lad. You find yourself the right ship, the right crew, it can be a bit peaceful. He kind of twiddles one of the wooden rings that surround his finger.
Mm.
Your brother, right? That's who he was, wasn't it? The lad down there?
Yeah.
Sorry about what happened.
Oh, that's okay. I'd only met him like 3 times my whole life. Didn't really know him.
You didn't really know your brother.
Well, I have a lot of them. And a lot of sisters. Blood doesn't run thicker than water. That's what we say.
Bit of a weird saying for siblings to have.
I guess.
Julius is going to kind of go up to Dallas. I get the feeling our new friend is a bit, new to a lot of this.
You think?
I mean, all I'm thinking is easy rube.
Okay.
I mean, not for us. Like, it's kind of like when you see a little puppy or something, and he looks down at the ferret. Like when you see a little animal that's like could be kicked by someone, but you don't necessarily want it kicked by someone.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it, doesn't matter. Right, let's go find the fun.
Yeah. And you look around at all of this confusion and chaos and pain, and to backdrop to a very beautiful, like astral, let's see, like the wilds, obviously not in the astral sea, but the wild space. Oh my goodness gracious me, is it beautiful. You actually finally enter it, and you see all the twinkly stars and marbly galaxies everywhere. Contrasted to people being like, ah, with bones sticking out.
Just a side note, I can't move my character token.
Oh shit, it's because I put you all on. Oh, piss, what have I done? Right, talk amongst yourselves while I sort this out.
Double Dallas.
Oh yeah, just shove yourself on and I'll delete the other one.
2 beans.
2 beans or not 2 beans? Where are we going?
Where do you want to go?
What you
You seem
fixing?
to be someone in charge around here.
Yeah, of course I'm in charge. I'm Captain Sartell. She like dusts something off and like goes to shake your hand.
Nice to meet you, Captain
Yeah. Cool. Are you gonna make yourself useful, or are you just gonna like gawp around the place? And she looks directly into Dallas's face when she says that.
He's just got this stupid little smile on his face. He don't know what she's getting at.
Ah, so you're gawping then. Nice.
Well, I was going to ask what kind of a ship this is.
This is a galleon. Have you never seen a galleon before? You were down at the dock, so
Seen a galleon before, but galleons do many things. So,
yeah.
what kind of a business is this galleon in?
She like looks at you like, yeah, they do many things. Are you dumb? You know what I mean? Like she's being really like standoffish here, and she's like, why? Who's asking? Like, why do you care?
I'm asking. Are you dumb?
She laughs at you. She says, well, that's my business and not yours. So.
Well, considering we are now on this vessel, and if it was into some unsavoury business, might we say we could be seen as accomplices? I think it's all of our business what kind of a ship we're on.
I'm sorry, but like, did you not notice the like global emergency that just happened then? Like, I don't think anyone's gonna care if I have loads of different people on my ship because of saving them from an emergency. So if anyone's like, oh, I don't know, you smuggled a bit of sea cow milk in by accident, and now we're gonna try and get you like arrested. All these people coming with me.
They're called manatees.
Thanks. She like looks at you as though she probably already knew that, but we're trying to speak down to Dallas. She like looks at you as like, yeah, cheers. Duh. But she does only give you a shooting glance, then straight back at Dallas again. And she's like, do you know this sea elf?
We just happened to bump into her and get in a fight on a place called Ballsack Rock, and shit happened, and now she's here.
Right.
She's a princess or something?
Is she? She looks over like, oh. Okay, cool.
Well, you asked.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I just...
Don't get your
just
fucking
wondering how
dander
you're
up.
going to contribute in some way to the literal emergency that's happening right now. No? Okay, so she just turns around and starts, like, cleaning up some wounds, and, like, some little kid gets, like, sick in a
She
bucket.
took so long off to tell me that I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah. She looks very rushed.
Oh, does she?
Yes. She's very
Right, I've spent enough
impatient.
time being stared at. Right, what do you need help with? You seem like you're quite in charge.
She's not listening to you. She's literally got her back to you. Like, fucking... like, sorting people out. Like, rushing from, like, place to place. Like, making sure people have got, like, water and shit. You know what I mean? Like, she's literally acting like a paramedic in an emergency. There are other people helping too, who are able.
Well, she doesn't even want our help then.
Yes.
Bye.
Let's go find somewhere to lie down and recuperate from our losses. I mean, we are also refugees. Don't we deserve a bit of water?
Fucking hate water.
Do you not think it was a bit strange, though, for her to bring up sea cow milk as an example? I think maybe she's probably smuggling some.
She's like, look,
Oh my god.
you want some water here? There's like a barrel of it. Like, she just goes back.
Well, you weren't listening to us anymore.
Yeah, but I can't help but overhear it.
Oh, well, we'll walk over here.
Yeah.
I think we should go have a look for some.
Like I said, it's there in the barrel, but sure.
Why are you still listening? We moved. Did you follow us?
She's literally been like she's been busy and doing stuff, but she always head flicks over towards you all.
We should probably stop walking down the queue of people that she's helping. 'Cause she's going to keep following us.
Know which way we're going. I trusted you to walk us the right way. I thought you were
I
a
don't
nat-
lead, I'm following Dallas.
Dallas?
Captain.
There's something that goes in front of that. Oh, let's go.
Okay, so you're gonna just head into this door.
Right here.
Just not even open it, just head into the door.
Okay.
Right in front of me.
You walk directly into what looks to be a very sort of busy office. Let me see here. Obviously completely unfurnished in any way, shape or form, thanks map people. But it's just about this size. Just filled to the brim with like scrolls and scrolls of paperwork. Like there's a desk that's really untidy. Kind of has a bit of a smell of like stinky boots in here.
Kinda has a smell of stinky boots in here.
I'm glad someone else said it. Julius walks in holding his nose.
Well, I ain't one for reading, so have a look. Beans.
At this point, Elenia has been like turning around and looking at Bermuda. Are you just still standing there, Bermuda, or have you gone with them?
I'm with them.
Right, okay.
I'm not saying.
So you're like at the back, right?
Yeah.
And she like turns around to like try and look at you all again when she's been pretending not to be, and she just comes booting it like through people, like jumping over people who were laying down and shit, and comes up behind you, Bermuda, and she's like, "What the fuck? This is my ship. Get out. That's my fucking office."
Sounds important. I'm going to grab the first bit of paper off the desk and read it.
Ooh. Okay. As soon as you open it up, like, I want you to do a grapple check first.
She's passing past Bermuda and Dallas.
She's going to push. Oh yeah, because these aren't really like the real sizes. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna just like squeeze her anyway. Do as a grapple check.
Is that athletics?
Yeah.
That's a 7.
That's 23. And as you open a scroll, like you literally just see Rock of Brawl, and then it just shuts as she like grasps down onto your hands and closes the scroll up and like wrenches it out of your hands. And she's like, "You're so fucking nosy! Get the hell out of here! What?" She's like pushing you with that 23 she got, like out of the room. Like, you treat me like you're the police and I'm the criminal. What the hell?
What police have you ever seen just wander around and open scrolls?
Well, I was gonna say
looking for milk.
you don't have a wasp, so obviously you're not the real police. So I see no warrant. Get the fuck out.
What do I know about the Rock of Brawl?
You know that it's like one of the biggest cities in wild space of all time. Like it's like just a fucking massive rock with just a city on it. Like it's not like a part of its own world or anything. It's just this huge rock, and it's so like it's like pirate land. You know what I mean? Like it's literally like.
I was about to say, what's the reputation?
Yeah. It's pirate land. It's literally trading, bargaining, stealing, bollocks like that. Mainly like, you know, those gifts, hippo people, and all the new Spelljammer races basically are like, there's much more of them there than anywhere else. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're
I thought you were helping people, lady.
What? What either you said?
Sorry. But right over
you go, Dallas.
You just said I thought you were helping people, lady.
I am helping people. What do you think I'm doing? I've given up my ship for like 60 common people.
I think you're harassing us.
You're harassing me. She like pushes you, like she puts her hands on your shoulders to literally push you out. As she does, she accidentally squishes Mustang in your pocket a little bit, and he like squeaks.
What the fuck?
Are you resisting?
Did you just do? Yeah.
Athletics check, please. Ooh.
Oh, it's just been the shittest thing ever.
You are both equally weak as you clasp onto each other and push, right? And you both start shaking, like as you both try to push you through the door, her away. And it just ends up with you getting you're the one who gets their arms outstretched. Like you manage to stretch out your arms, and she sort of like stands back a little bit. But that's a 6 and a 7, so you just barely scrape that.
Dumb.
She looks.
My little ferret.
She tilts her head to Bermuda behind you, and she goes, "Is this guy like someone you know? Could you just tell him to stop like manhandling me?"
Oh, I thought this was some kind of like captain's duel.
Captain's duel? There's only one captain on the ship, and that's me.
Bollocks.
You know I can get your throat slit, like, right now.
That's a weird thing to announce.
Why? Have you ever met a pirate before? Well, I'm not
just-
actually a pirate, but...
Well, you just fucking slipped up there, didn't you, lady?
Quick, everybody, get your wasps out.
No, honestly, that doesn't matter anyway. And she's, like, kicking a lot of the papers off the floor, like, away from you so you can't pick them up. She's like, no, for real, like, you've got to respect a pirate captain. I mean, a captain. Anyway,
And
you're a
that's why
fucking...
my beans respects me.
Well, you're a pirate, so I can tell. Look at you. She, like, gives you the fucking ups and downs.
The fuck you mean, look at me? I got my best bib and tucker on.
Do me a charisma check.
For fuck's sake.
Charisma. That's a save, Hallie, but I'll
That's
take
a
the
save.
roll.
Oh, fucking
I'll
hell.
take the roll. What do you have to your plus? Just a 3?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Right, so it is still 20 anyway. And when you say that, she just bursts out laughing, but in the kind of way that you can tell you've broke her straight away. Like, you can tell that you've broke her. She just, like, slaps your, like, top of your arm, and she's like, yeah, you know what, fuck it. And, she just moves out the way, starts kicking all the scrolls and everything. But she's still like, but it's like a mess, you know? She's like, fuck it. You're kind of funny. She just says, yeah, I'm a privateer, so I'm not actually a pirate, so does that make you trust me anymore? That I don't want you rifling through my important paperwork? Or do I have to get all piratey on you again?
I mean, you weren't very piratey by my standards, but whatever. We were just having a look around. Seeing what we could see.
Well, what are you trying to find? Like, what's the goal here? Are you trying to find, like, riches? Are you gonna rob
Things.
me?
What were we trying to find?
Anyway, get
I mean, you're
move.
probably not going to believe it if we told you what we were trying to find.
She comes out to, like, talk to you all in, like, a bit more of a circle. What did you say, Andrew?
She probably wouldn't believe us if we told her what we were trying to find anyway.
Well, maybe I would. How do you know? You don't know me.
Alright. Do you have a room on this ship populated by tiny little multicoloured balls?
Let me think about that one. No. I have, like, cannonballs in storage.
You got a shit this big and you don't have a soft play area.
I've got a really comfy bed, if that's any use, but you're not fucking going on my bed.
Well, bed ain't a soft play area, but whatever.
She,
Fine, you've convinced me. I'll take your bed.
She just looks and she's like, yeah, I can't wait till we get to drop you guys off. She looks at Bermuda.
Speaking of dropping us off,
Mm.
where is it we're going now? We going straight to the rock?
Yeah, like, that's the best place for these guys. It's closer to anywhere else that's gonna be helpful, and I know people there, so that's what we're doing. Why, do you have any objections? 'Cause
Nah, at least it's a place we can get a ship.
I don't think you really have a ship to stand on right now, do you? And she looks awkward as if she is trying to be a bit cocky, but she can't quite do it, because she knows it's a sad thing.
I'm just gonna walk after Dallas after that.
Bermuda, you actually hear her sort of like go, oh shit, like under her breath. And she sort of stands there and looks around for a bit, almost not acknowledging that you're next to her, but when someone goes a bit distant. What are you doing, Bermuda?
I don't know. I'm just standing here.
Alright, okay. Where have you gone, Dallas? Oh, you're going in here?
Next room.
Next room. Okay. As she's fading off, like staring, her eyes then cut again to you, Dallas, about to open her bedroom door. And same thing, same sort of room. You walk in and you do see that she has got a really, really comfy looking bed, but it's kind of like lumpy comfy. Like a very messy and sort of, you know what I mean, like patchwork quilt and all that kind of thing. But it does look super duper comfy. And she's just got like personal shit like claws in her and stuff. And she's like, for fuck's sake, what?
Can't you just go and help people? Leave us alone.
As you're going in there, one of these guys sort of like looks over at her, and like does a face as if to be like, shall I sort him out? And she's kind of like, you know, like does this sort of maybe if they start being weird or whatever. But he does sort of lean against this post and sort of watch you through the doorway. And she does go and start helping other people. But then sort of this guy comes up to her and starts talking to her, but she's in a crowd, you can't really hear what they're saying.
Oh, hell yeah.
Julius is gonna notice the look on the guy, like, who was looking at her. And just kind of brush past. Stand down, soldier. And walk past.
He looks at you and he's like, you're not getting up to any funny business, are you?
Depends on your sense of humour, mate.
And he looks through the door. He's like lingering in, you know, he's quite taller than you as well, so he like properly leans over the back of you, peeking into the room. And he goes, it's a bit rude to be going around in a lady's chambers. Do you not think?
Hey, she told us about this bed. It was her own doing. If you're jealous that she invited me in here, that's on you.
He laughs to himself, and he says, well, you know, I work for these guys, and sorry, but if I see you doing anything disrespectful for our captain, and he smiles at the other two, and they sort of chuckle, obviously, you know what I mean, and he puts his thumb to his neck and goes, he does a really bloodthirsty smile as he leans on the wall.
Thank fuck for that. I thought he was going to give us some backstory or some shit.
Oh shit, fucking hell. Which one's the real Bermuda?
Which one do we shoot?
That's actually her, like, quantum phasing through the wall. I can't move either. I thought if I added my own, I could move that, but I can't. So there's just in.
Keep adding them until you can move one.
Right, let's see. Hang on. Oh, it's HRH Bermuda. It's not even Bermuda. I'm looking at the wrong places. There we go. Right, I've made the correct one. This is the correct one. Stop. Right, okay. Right, that's you.
Oh my god, there's 2 Bermudas.
For fuck's sake. 2 Bermudas. What? Why not? What the hell?
Oh.
You've got control.
I literally can't.
Right, you put it on. You put one on. What the fuck? Right, okay.
Sorry.
And then...
Sorry, people.
I'll bet nothing weird's going on with that other girl in there, Captain.
These are the technical difficulties. Oh, fucking hell. Right, HRH. That's correct. Save. Right, that's you. Can you move it?
No.
Fucking
No.
hell.
It's fine. I never move myself anyway.
Yeah, I'll move you. Tell me where you want to be.
Whenever Bermuda moves, just put a new token down to where she moves to.
Yeah.
Hey.
Just keep.
Right, so yeah, what are you doing, Bermuda?
I kind of want to go up
Mm-hmm.
on the stairs, whichever way they go.
Okay.
The heat back where I was.
Okay. So up to like a main deck.
Yeah, I want to see what's on there.
Here. Okay. Yeah. This is the forecastle, the back end, the arse end of the ship. You can see 2 like ballistas on here, pointing out, and there are crewmen in it. There are like random like typical pirates with like stripy pirate hats on. They're crossing their legs whilst they pick the teeth with daggers, etc. And you come up here and they're like sort of spitting and like snorting and drinking beer. You know what I mean? Being pirates. And yeah, it's very obvious that this captain's ship is a pirate ship. But yeah, you did hear her say that she's now a privateer, but it's probably just kept the crew. And here they are. One of them's like, "You all right?" As you get up there.
Can I have a try with your big gun?
He goes, he wiggles his eyebrow, and he goes, "Oh yeah," and all of them start like doing the joining of the "hey, that's what she said" joke. And he goes, "Ladies like you shouldn't be touching these guns, but you can touch these guns," and he bends his arm to like pop out a muscle, which is quite weedy. They all laugh, and you see how many teeth they're missing.
But can I, like, try anyway? I've got guns too, if it helps.
He's just looking at you like, whatever. And he goes, alright. He gets up, and he goes, "But I'll have to explain to you exactly how it works in great detail, like you've never seen one before. Because I know you have not." And he goes over to it and just starts mansplaining every single part. Like every single piece and what it's called and how you fit it together and shit.
Cool.
"And this is the string, but it's made of steel."
Oh, tricky.
Takes a lot of brain power to pop one of these off.
And a lot of power, I'm sure.
You need big muscles to pull this. And you see the trigger underneath is like a wooden handle that you pull back with 2 hands.
Oh, so like you lock that bit in and then like spring it?
He looks at you like he should have known better than you. That you shouldn't have known that even. And he's like, yeah, whatever you say. Yeah, it does that. Yep. I'm not gonna let you shoot it.
Why not?
'Cause you'll break it.
How will I break it? I thought I was, like, not strong enough.
I don't know, you'll do something to it.
I just want to shoot it.
At what? He gestures to wild space. And funnily enough, it is like looking out into the sea. There are plenty of fish swimming past in great schools, and like distant whales just through wild space. Perhaps you wouldn't hear it though, it's outside of your sort of air pocket. But muffled, like you're underwater.
I don't know, like, maybe if I just shoot one randomly into space, it'll, like, get eaten by, like, a time hole, and then it'll spit out somewhere really useful.
Okay. Okay. He, make me a charisma check, please. However you want to do this, like if it's a persuasion, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to consider something here. Yeah. He looks at you, and he goes, "Oh, I can't resist." So, and he's gonna do it in that way that he's gonna stand behind you. He's gonna try and put his arms around you as you, like, hold this thing. But he's gonna not touch you. He's just gonna, like, do it so it's like, he's not touching you, but it's still around you, showing you how to hold it and shit. You know what I mean? That horrid, weird feeling. And then he's like, "Yeah, you look through here. His breath stinks." And yeah, you look through there, and your vision goes into that like circle, you know, that like looks around like a sniper's circle. And yeah, what do you think you see out there? What are the many targets of wild space for you?
I suppose she'd maybe use like you say, it looks like the sea a bit. So to try and use, like, transfer her sight underwater to here. So she'd look for brighter areas, like where looks like there's a cluster of stars off in the distance or something like that. And sort of aim bright.
And then, as you're looking around, you obviously have seen other things like fish, etc. And your vision swoops around, and suddenly, filling the entire circle of your focus, is a vessel. A vessel that looks like a moth. Like a giant moth with wings made of iridescent crystal. I'm going to show you all a picture. Oops. Where are you? It don't matter if this is not a handout, because I don't have one. I'm just going to send you the stats of it. But as you can see there, this it pops straight in. It's like coming towards this ship. It's quite far away, as these ballistas have like telescopic properties. But you see it pursuing, coming now. And the colours of it are similar in colour and lustre to the crystalline vines that ravaged your world, Bermuda. And you can just make out figures on the vessel's deck sort of scrambling to arm the ship's weaponry.
Okay. I guess I'll turn it and point it that way.
You're gonna try and shoot it now? Oh, that's so cool.
So, I just ping it like this, right?
Okay.
Just into outer space.
Can I please have Dallas and Julius talk shit to each other for a minute?
Shit, Captain.
You remember that time that before I had my holsters, I put the gun down the back of my pants and I set it off and it grazed my biscuits?
I can still smell the burnt hair to today, Captain.
Yeah. Good job I have holsters now.
What are you two? What were you? You two were in a bedroom, weren't you?
Yeah.
And that guy were watching you.
There's something about a bedroom that really makes us reminisce about you shooting your own arse. It is weird the amount of times we've been in a bedroom and you've mentioned that, to be honest.
You know I like to talk about ball sacks in any situation. What with rocks looking like them and such.
Oh, he misses them. He sees his nuts everywhere he looks.
Hey. Right. So on this map, I've put you all. Have I put you all on it? On this map that I've put you all on, you can see there that there's the Space Galleon, which is you guys, and the Star Moth, which is them guys.
Aye.
But the real distance is like this.
Woof.
And yeah, so you see it, and you're gonna shoot off this bloody thing. Now, I need to. that'll let you roll for this thing's ballista thing. Yeah, the bolt range. Hang on. Oh, it's a I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh yeah, 2 ballista. Yeah. So can you roll me a d20 with +6 to hit, please?
I can bloody try.
Hmm.
Been a bloody while since I've manually rolled.
Oof. Just be out here clicking buttons.
I'll tell you that for tuppence. No, I don't want to dictate. No! Pranked at the last second, honestly. Boop. Bloody 12.
Oh. So.
Big shit.
How do you want to narrowly miss this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play. You know, like in Minecraft, when you use the bow and arrow, and the first few times it's really hard to like know how, like, from how far away you are to hit the creeper.
Oh yeah.
And then, like, when you've used it a few times, it just comes natural to be like, right, this many blocks up, that's where I need to. But, like, that first time, you kind of just don't get it, and it just doesn't. You're like, where did that even go? Like,
Like too high or too low?
Too high.
Nice. Yeah, so it's more like over the top of it.
Like
there narrowly. Go on.
I'm sure she would have given it a bit of, you know, up to account for that.
Nice. Yeah, it just flies straight between those 2 arched wings. You know that, like, the big long bit of its nose, like the tip, it sort of like thinks that. Yeah, and it seems that you can't see what's going on board because you're no longer looking through the telescope. Oh no, you are, because you're shooting it. Yeah, you do see everyone scramble more as they have noticed that.
I'm just gonna be like, thank you, and just over to where the you know, the balcony area is, and like lean over where the bedroom door is.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, pirates. Beans, I think. And other one.
Pirates.
Yeah?
Did
you just yell pirates out on a pirate ship?
Yeah, but you two are like the, you know.
The other pirates who, like, he's watched in awe, he's watched you shoot it in awe, he, like, goes to see what you, like, shot at. And he just starts, like, shouting, "Storm off!" And everyone starts getting, like, all the pirates on board, the crew start sort of setting up their own weaponry as well.
Well, I was gonna, I don't think it matters anymore. I think you're gonna know.
Literally everyone's panicking as you stand there with, like, the air flowing through your hair, sort of like the one, like, sort of radiant thing in the middle of all these panicking dirty ass fucking pirates because you stood on top of this decking. But yeah, Beans and Alice, you see everyone start, like, getting into action stations mode.
Well,
Sounds
now
like
I'm
a rumble,
gonna have to
Captain.
leave this mighty comfy bed.
Well, we should probably move, you know, the vulnerable people into the captain's private quarters just to shield them from any danger.
Side of the ship is the attacker coming from?
That way?
Yeah, like this
So if they fire at us, the captain's quarters are the first things they're going to hit.
No, it's gonna
Well,
be
the tummy of the ship, then. I just mean, like,
the tummy.
Did you just suggest we sacrifice all the weaklings?
no.
You crazy lady.
Otherwise, I would have sent you in.
Wow.
Beans, are you gonna stand for it?
I think there's slightly more pressing matters at hand.
Well, Mr. I know ships, because I'm a pirate. Where's the safest place for these people?
Not on a bloody pirate ship when it's about to be under attack.
You are so unhelpful.
Yeah, you're the second person to say that this morning.
Suddenly, Captain Sartell, that's the name, she would have told it, yeah, comes belting it in, and she's like, right, we're under attack. That's great. We're under attack. Great. Can you do... She, like, points
I didn't know your name was Captain Obvious.
She points directly in Dallas's face, and she's like, can you scrub the doobly doops or whatever? And you're like, what the fuck are you saying? Because it's just, just absolute bollocks coming out of her mouth that you don't understand, but it's like another fucking language. But to Julius... It's a fully, condensed instructions on things to do to get prepared. So she's asking him to man the... What is it? What's it called? Oh my god. The mangonel.
Oh, cool. I know what that is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like a trebuchet.
Beans is going to go behind her as she's describing to Dallas, and he's going to try and mime what she's asking him to do.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the trebuchet. And you've probably heard from everyone shouting around that they're going to plan on listing the ship sideways so that the arse end of the ship is pointing. This front end is pointing so they can get it with the fucking thinger, you know what I mean? So this side will be at the back, like, safer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, wait, it's like backwards. Oh, whatever. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
The people will be safe, and this will be facing them. Is that all you need to know? So yeah, she's telling, basically, you and Dallas to do that. Dallas, you don't hear anything except gobbledygook.
That's all I hear.
That's his way of saying, yeah, we can do that. I got a question, though. Like, he looks around the top of the ship. Who drives this fucker?
She goes, Flapjack. He's the little,
Right.
lump you saw earlier. I told him to set off, earlier.
The jellyfish looking thing.
Yeah.
He's going to have a hard time trying to get around if he can't see where he's going.
Oh, you can see. She puts her hands on her hips, like, oh yeah, he knows what he's doing. He goes inside out or something, I don't know.
That's
Julius just
fucking
looks so
gross.
confused.
It's like some psychic shit. I don't know. Anyway, I need to
Right.
tell people what to do. Right, so you're gonna try and shoot this fucking, essentially a trebuchet, which is up here.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you're gonna do. Bermuda, these two have been distracted by weapons. And it's up to you to look after the people that you've just suggested saving. Unless you want to use these guns. Sorry, say that again.
It was up to me anyway with these two useless bastards.
Hey! Yeah, people are otherwise getting carried off by other healthier people as well. But you do see this little scared child behind a barrel shaking. Trying to hide from everyone. It's a little gift kid, so like a little hippo boy.
Yeah, I'll try and gather people up and fucking give the scared child a DT to hold on to and shit.
The kid's just holding it outwards, and DT's wings are just T-pose him.
Yeah.
But you've baffled him so much he forgets why he's crying. And you can lead the majority of the people without much fuss, because they're all listening to people at this point, into this room. where obviously that bed's going to get covered. But there's not a lot of room in there, but most people who are healthy are trying to help out. But yeah, you can make sure they're all in there. Yep. Anything else you want to do?
I mean, this thing's turning round, isn't it? So I guess I'll start going towards the front to see what's happening.
Nice. And as you pop up these steps, let's see. What's gonna happen? I'll tell you something. I wish these attacks were all written into the actual fucking stat block, but they aren't. Everything's natural. So here we go. I'm just gonna have to roll out loud in front of you. Oh, and as you come up these stairs, Bermuda, to this main deck, you see there's 3 other skanky pirate guys, and these 2 loading this trebuchet-looking thing, like catapult fucking thing. And the star moth that you saw is like twisted into focus as the boat like swiftly lists round. You know, you've got sea legs, you don't have sea legs, so you grab onto it like side, you stumble a little bit. And as you grab onto that cold metal banister, or everything just shakes. So you're like, oh, you've got jelly legs and everything. Fucking Beans, you drop the like projectile that you were loading it with. So you'll be starting at the beginning of loading it. It takes 2 actions to load it, 2 actions to aim it, and 1 action to fire it. Obviously, there's 5 people with you, so that can all be done on 1 turn, but then you can't shoot it on that turn. Oh no, sorry, you can shoot it because there's the 1 action to fire it. I can't remember what the fucking problem is with that. But anyway, you drop your fucking boulder, or whatever the hell, and you see that a massive piercing, like, arrow has just gone straight through the front of the ship. Like, just like a really big one. There's like a massive hole in the front. Can you all roll me? I think it's an average initiative, so just everyone roll initiative. I'll put it all together.
Is there going to be like a round tracker, or do we all just go at the same time?
I'm putting it.
Oh, I've just clicked initiative.
Oh, right, okay, I'll pop you on. Bloody no. Get rid of these bastards. Right. Oh wait, I'll just put you down as the ship. Talk amongst yourselves, please.
So you guys do this often?
I don't do shit.
We don't really have one of these things on our old ship, but I've loaded similar before. Captain's just as well versed in standing there watching me as he always is.
I just shot those things back there, so like maybe I could help.
Do they have trebuchets on your planet?
No, it's an underwater planet. But, I mean, I have shot things before.
What? Okay.
I may have misheard that.
I said like what? What if you
I didn't hear that right, no. Well, I just shot the thing back there, and we have water guns, but some of them get really big, you know, like they're like automatic
Nice.
technology, you know.
Right, so the way this works is on your initiative, you guys can do anything in any order as a team. Obviously, if you're giving your action to doing these things that are required of shooting the catapult, then obviously that's your action. But I'll just send in the shit about that. It literally is just you need 5 people to use it. It's 1 action to do your job. You know what I mean? So yeah, you guys, I'm guessing, are using your actions. So Dallas and Julius will be using your actions to set up the catapult. The range on the catapult is 200 to 800 feet. Well, 200 feet. After that, it becomes at disadvantage.
Can we see where the other ship is and how far away it is?
It's 80 feet away. It's got closer.
Okay.
Yeah. That's not it. It's the it's about 100 feet. 105. So yeah, everyone's panicking on ship. You've got that fucking catapult on the go, right? You can contribute in any way that you want to this turn.
How many people are with us? Is it just the three of us next to this?
There's you,
Magna?
yeah, you two and 3 pirates.
Okay.
Mm.
I'll use my action to half load it.
Half load it.
Because it's 2 actions to load it, so I'm guessing 1 action just half loads it.
Oh yeah, and then everyone else in that group takes those actions, and it's ready, and you can fire it. Can you roll me a d20 plus 6, please? Oh, sorry, plus 5.
He's rolling that, Julius.
Either person that's on the catapult.
Or the first one. Plus 5, is it?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Don't know how you want to play this off, but that's going to be shit. What happens? What happens to that?
So, Julius is just going to be full of confidence. You're like, see you in hell, fuckos. Press the thing. It's going to launch forward, all grandiose. But the projectile is going to, like, limp forward from the ship, get caught in our own ship's gravity, and start circling under the bottom of it.
Yeah, let's go. Yep.
That was a fucking warning shot and a half there.
It just like swoops down and under and like knocks a bit of the mast at the top. Sartell looks up like, what? Like she's like looks over at you guys, and she's too busy to like give a shit. She actually runs up to one of the balusters on the back of the deck, and helps out with that one, and she's going to use it. And she swivels it round really, really fast. And aims. Oof. She fucking smacks it, and even at 80 feet away, this huge thunking massive arrow from this ballista cracking up against this material. It sounds like it's hit against like ceramic, and that's gonna deal doop 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 doop. Woof. Not a lot. And then the other ballistas are going to do the same. Oops, excuse me. Let's see if it hits. Are you, Bermuda, are you manning the ballista that you were on before?
Yeah, why not?
Do you want to roll this d20 plus 6 then?
Okie dokie. Poof. If only I were right.
Hey.
I speak no evil, I say no evil.
Hey.
I talk no shit. And I don't drink piss.
Woof. Well.
It's a life lesson for some of us on this call.
Hallie.
Oh, you thought I was going to say after.
Hey.
In your bigotry.
Oh. Give us 3d10 damage.
Bloody 3d10 damage? What do you think I'm made of? D10s?
This is going to be a good hit.
30 damage.
14. It's still
Close.
pittance compared to how absolutely jacked this thing looks, because when it clatters against it, it's like proper strong. Like you know, like that thing, that Pokemon where it just hardens. What's it called? Like Kakuna or something. Yeah, it's just got a sheen to it, a hardening sheen. But yeah, You all shoot it? Is that everything you want to do?
Just stop to fix my hair.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you not want to try and move it anywhere?
No.
Okay. Oh wait,
I know it's...
fucking Flump's driving. You're not even driving. Flump's driving it. Flump's already been instructed of what to do. Yeah, he's gonna swing round. How fast does this thing go?
Swing round, sweet chariot.
Well, 35 feet, that's not that good. Yeah, he's gonna come to here, stop, and then he's gonna like try and twist round to face at the same time, so obviously all that shit made sense together. But the star moth, ooh, I'm telling you now, these are much nippier. And they come flying straight over to about here, zooming up to you. Bloody Nora, I'll tell you something. Now that you're firing on it, oof, it's gonna pelt the shit out of you now. Because they've got 3 ballistas. I can't do it like that. I wish they'd put the maths in. Your ship's AC, by the way, is 15. So that's gonna hit. And that's gonna hit. And you're gonna take quite a hefty amount. Hopefully. Not too much. Ooh, 41. Still not so bad. You are a full space galleon. Okay. But there's definitely like definite damage being done to like the front of it. That second one there could have just ripped straight through the sails, even though the sails are there for just decoration. The ship's getting like scratched. You know what I mean? Like it's not pristine anymore. So that's from those 3, and also they also have a catapult upon their ship, and this catapult is gonna. You're on board and you just see this like right into the middle of the deck. Oh, not into the middle of the deck, right past the ship. And just go over all of your heads. What would you like to do?
They're 80 feet away. What can I see on the deck of their ship?
On the deck of that ship.
Can I see the people manning their big weapons?
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. You see that there are 3 masked figures on there. They've got like faces hidden behind visors. And you see that they look very determined, very like Power Rangers-esque as they lean forward in the command center of the ship, looking down at all of the like very swift and efficient, almost with office-like pride to their work people, not necessarily panicking, but just being really efficient and good. Elves.
I can't whistle, so Julius whistles. One of the pirates around us. Over, and you hear a rumble in the vastness of wild space, I guess. A storm cloud's going to appear above their ship, because Call Lightning has a range of 120 feet, and I'm going to cast Lightning above all of the people that I can see. And one of the charming-looking weapons operators is going to get schmacked with some lightning.
Schmacked.
If they're standing 5 feet with it, like within 5 feet of each other, it'll get multiple, but I doubt they are. So.
Okay. This is a lot. Let's see here. I'm just gonna do 1 for all 13 of them. So that dex save is a fail. You're going to blast this ship with lightning. In a very, very good way. But yeah, so if you want to just like go for it with all of them, yeah, it's gonna hit all of them.
I mean, don't they have to be within 5 feet of each other?
Oh, the three that are stood together. They're the ones that you're aiming
Oh,
for.
okay, right. Yeah.
Mm.
I think they'd be standing like directly within 5 feet of each other.
Yeah, they like literally stood like fucking 3 baddies on a fucking ship, looking like Power Ranger ass bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like,
18 lightning.
Yeah, you see in the distance that like they try and grasp on to the side of the banister and like stare intently forward, like they try and embrace that as if the pain's not even happening. But you can see the shuddering in it. Obviously, they're getting that fucking electrocuted. But yeah, they seem to be like a bit like weirdly intimidating with it. You know what I mean? As they still keep approaching, but you have done a fair decent amount of damage to all 3 of them.
Well, that's the end of Julius's turn.
Yeah, anyone can do anything on the ship turn. Like, if you've got a cool idea that you want to try.
Can't do nothing cool but shoot his fucking gun, which is not gonna go anywhere. 80 fucking feet, so... I mean... There's only 4 of us, isn't there, that have got a turn left around the thingy, so... We could just...
You can't fire them. Yeah. You can't fire the catapult, can you? Is there anything Bermuda's doing?
Poof. She's looking and she's like, that's a bit far away. Not ideal. If only there was something I could shoot with. Poof! Nary before our eyes. The thing. I forgot what it was called already.
The thing. The ballista.
That's the bob.
It's D10 plus 6. Sorry, D20 plus 6. That's fucking... I was reading something at the same time then, so it looked like I'd spaced out dead bad, but... yeah, I'm reading something too. But yeah, D20 plus 6, please, if you want to shoot that ballista.
Oh, I'm trying. I'm putting in the cable, I'm putting in the stick. I'm using all the knowledge that I have now that makes me an expert in ballistas. And I'm gonna give it a little for 15.
How do you want to hit it?
Hey! I'm gonna like, ooh. See what our Dallas is doing, our captain. I'm gonna go, wait, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, I need that 3d10 of damage as well. But you're not gonna. These ships have so much health that you're not actually gonna fucking take it out of the sky or out. You know what I mean? Like, you're just doing it some damage.
Just clip, just like right in the middle of the mast. It
Nice.
just like sort of.
I'll just take off a random amount of damage.
Around to Dallas. It's like, yeah, we did the same thing.
Yeah. And Flumph is going to... Is that everything you want to do, by the way?
Fix my hair again, but yeah.
Nice. Flumph's going to drive it down and you're going to sort of like rock up alongside it. And this is where we're going to move into proper initiative, where everyone's in. So this is new initiative. Oh, I left you all on there, didn't I? I didn't put you on the space map. I thought I'd put you on this one.
We were on there for a bit, but we got...
Yeah, we've not been on there for a while.
Alright, shit, sorry. You've just been on this one the whole time. But anyway. You are back on this one. Which you were always on. And, yeah, I'm going to say that it's right up next to you now. Right up next to you, but massive. Oh, right up next to you, but massive. Because obviously it's a ship. It's right up next to you, and yeah. So if you're on the ballista, you'd be like here. It's like here. Everybody roll singular initiative
Singular initiative.
for your own self.
I think I'm made of initiatives.
Actually, no, fuck it. No. Yeah, don't roll initiative. Yeah. I want to do it a bit differently. Hang on. These 3 dudes step down. What the hell picture is that? That's not what this is. For God's sake. I've been duped. What about
Just
this
a little
guy?
bit more technical difficulties, everybody.
I know, that can be him. Whatever. They've given me some bollocks here, I swear to God. And these 3 chaps step on board your ship. Come out of initiative because I can't be arsed with it.
What happened to Hatsune?
Exactly. Because you see these 3 Power Rangers ass fucking bitches step gracefully off their own ship. Like, they've just parked up. Well, you've parked up next to it and they've gone, hey, nice one. We'll just fucking step straight onto your deck. Almost like they like float in with their like graceful elven footsteps. And they just come aboard. They look extremely like they're just getting on with shit. You know what I mean? They're just like they just walk straight in a straight line. And go straight up to, right, where the fuck is she now? Her. The captain. And they go, time to surrender!
Oh, just the epitome of grace.
Yep. Yep. She looks at him like, you know what I mean? It looks like they're gonna have like a bit of an argument. We're all out of initiative now. You can just do whatever you want. Whilst I find something.
Which sovereign are we surrendering to? Pretend I'm there. I can't find me.
There you are. They say, they say, by the order of Emperor Zavan of the Xaryxian Empire, we are commandeering this ship.
But you have a ship.
It says, yes. You're very observant.
Well, I'm glad we could sort that out. You could perhaps get back on your ship now.
He says, and this like voice seems to be coming through this mask. That if it's a bit like robotic, and if it were to be taken off, it probably would not sound like that at all. But he looks back at the captain. She looks like she's shitting herself. Let's just see here. Right. They say, you have seen too much here.
We haven't seen anything. We're just traveling.
They say, well then you won't mind, and lift up let's see here. They lift up a very threatening longsword towards Captain Sartell.
Well, that's hard. You threaten violence against an innocent woman?
Ah, innocent. They all 3 laugh, but very robotically. They're not actually laughing. They're just doing it to be like as if. And she like side eyes you, and she's like, starts to put her hands up slowly, and she's like, "It's not worth it. Just put your hands up."
Is anyone left on their ship?
Shitloads of like fucking elves and shit all leering about, looking cool and elfish.
Aw.
Astral elves, no less.
I don't think stealth's gonna do me much if I try and jump on it.
You can try. It is parked right there.
Well, now, hold on just a second. She's like waving her arms and gesticulating all wildly, as if creating a distraction.
I was just checking if I had actually taken... Oh, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Julius is doing some shit with his hands in the corner and then he disappears.
I've got What did you get?
For stealth, I've got 25.
Ooh, yeah, you just vanish. Obviously not literally, but you are monkeying about.
Oh, I'm gonna go on an adventure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm below the token for the ship, so I just disappear if I go on there.
Right, hang on, I'll send it to the back. There we go. Yeah, these guys, as you sort of like shimmy your way past these like crew of people who've started to now board your vessel. Obviously, you've got the three astral elves that have those visors on, but you also have three plasmoids that look armed to the teeth, and this priestly-looking guy behind. They all look very very up their own arses. Even the plasmoids, which don't even really have facial features. But you scoot past them, and you make your way on board this vessel. It's the Star Moth, and it through like moving around people, you probably pick up that its name is Dark Star, or like property of the Dark Star. Little labels everywhere. But yeah, you see that the crew itself, as well as this group that you can already see. As well as this group, you can see about 13 other just worker elves. So you presume that the sort of group that they've got that are coming on board now, if that's all they need for like thuggery, then they're probably pretty strong.
Can I see a spelljamming helm on the deck?
You can. Not on the deck, sorry. It will be...
Oh.
Let me just check it. I hate not knowing things immediately with a brand new sort
Yeah,
of like
sorry.
situation. No, it's fine.
I'm asking specific stuff.
No. It's just because obviously it's new shit, and it like D&D's just been like, well, here's some new stuff. The spelljamming helm is fucking nowhere to be seen. Yeah, you can't see one. But I will, let me just think. No, you actually can't see one. When you're on it, right, you're on this like castle deck, which is like a square decking, that looks down like a protrude. I'm just gonna show you the fucking map. I can't describe what the hell this is. Yeah, so I need to put this on, I need to put that on. Doop. I'm just gonna reveal all of it so you can sort of see the general layout of everything. But no, you don't see spelljamming helm at all. Because of the size and shape of it. So if you look at this sideways on picture here of the ship, that one at the very bottom, you've sort of like bordered on the top bit. So all you can see really is this top deck, some stairs going up to one of these things that's currently locked and loaded, and some elf that's quite, gracefully sat there just waiting to like press the finger on the button, you know what I mean? but there are steps going down into the other decks, etc. But yeah, I think it's a bit weird.
Would I be able to sneak up to the elf on the trebuchet?
You can still use that. Oh wait, let me do it against his. What's the word? Passive perception. Yes. Yeah. You can get up behind him without him noticing you.
Oh, I don't want to do something that would break my concentration on Pass Without Trace. Is there anybody else up there with him, or is he on his own?
He's literally like, well, that takes 5 people to do, but like they're ready to shoot it. You know what I mean? Like, he's not just. It's like no.
Right,
They could have all set it up, and he's just ready to. Yeah, that's what's happening. He's waiting to use his one action to shoot it. The rest are sort of like milling around and preparing other things because they're not like warriors. They don't look like warriors. They just look like workers. They're not pirates. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They look more like officer. They look more government-ish. You know what I mean? They look more official in some way. Even if it's only to them. You know what I mean?
I don't want to make this like 50 questions with you. Can you speak while paralyzed?
While paralyzed? Yeah, pretty sure.
Bombs.
Paralyzed. 5e. Oh, it can't speak.
Oh, cool. Fuck it, I'll do it. I'll break my concentration on Pass Without Trace. I'm going to go and whisper to this elf. Keep quiet, sunshine.
There's a wisdom save.
Yeah, probably something that elves are good at, but I'm not
He
smart.
just locks up, and his hand over the trigger is locked up in position of, like, about to pull it, but it's just locked.
So when Julius goes and grabs the guy's wrist to say, keep quiet, sunshine, the vines that are wrapped around Julius's arm are going to kind of leech out, almost like symbiote tendrils, and kind of lock around his wrist as if it's like imprisoning him. And then they'll kind of lurch back and wrap back around Julius's arm.
Nice.
Julius just looks like he's not expecting this, as if a little bit of Woody is still kind of on him.
Nice. A little bit of... He's still got a bit of Woody on him.
Still, the Woody's still goody.
Yay. Okay, yeah, you've got him.
Can I, like, move him out the way and take his place?
Yes. And you are now sat in the swirling chair, the twisting chair of the ballista. It's locked and loaded, ready to go. Yeah, you did that. Do you want to just wait and hold?
I think I'll wait and hold.
Okay. Meanwhile, on this ship. Surrender, says the main one.
I'm not trying to be difficult. I am a diplomat too, and I know that this isn't the correct procedure. You're talking about innocent, but where's your warrant? Where's your where's your formality? Where's your decree?
They're like, warrant? We need no warrant. And he says, now be quiet, or else I will take you as a slave.
Well, that's not very innocent either.
And then Sartel's just like, you're taking us all as slaves. Like, you're trying to commandeer us. And he's just like, silence! Points the thing at her. Dallas, what are you doing?
He's just fucking sat on the steps. He's got no beans. What the fuck's he meant to do?
So, yeah, you've looked around the ship and Beans is just gone. Like, you don't know where he is at all.
Damn.
Mm.
And he's watching this unfold.
Mm.
Who's your captain?
They all like look at each other and point at each other at once. We are.
So you're like a communist ship?
He just turns away from you and is like, enough of your pointless wittering. Let's see here. He says, Sartel's like, look, okay, we've seen something we're not supposed to see. We'll just not see it. We'll just, we didn't see anything, did we, guys? And all of her people go, no. And these, like, sort of thugs are getting a bit impatient.
Most of that scene.
Say that again, Lauren, I didn't hear you.
I don't even know what we're supposed to have not seen.
He says, the crystalline vines.
The what?
By order of Emperor Zavan of the Xaryxian Empire, we are responsible for dropping the astral seeds on the island of... And he's like, something in his head goes like, not the island, the planet of... Capri Sun.
So, you dropped bombs on my planet, and you didn't think anyone would see?
Not anyone of importance, and certainly not any surviving people. And he, looks annoyed. It's pointless anyway. Your planet is fucked. He says, aha! It's his idea, but it's not. It's not his idea at all. Yeah, this is just the one in the middle talking, by the way. And, he's like, those vines will feed on that planet's energy! Huh. Ah. And it will feed Xaryxis. Quite a genius plan.
He can't eat my planet.
Well, Commander Vale commands it under the authority of Emperor Zavan, like I've said.
Well, I uncommand it.
And
Under authority of Emperor, my dad.
Who are you? And as he's walking to pass by this guy to like move him out of the way, it's almost like they all psychically all know and like move with each other. And he just picks this guy up by the scruff of his neck and flings him off onto his ship. And then these like plasmoids stand in the way. This guy's one of the thugs. Like he thinks you probably care about him. And he's like, see, I can do whatever I want, and what I want you to do is shut up. And he points at Sartel. You to hand over this vessel. Unless you want us to kill you. Which is always an option. He's, yeah.
None of that needs to happen.
Why?
You can leave. What are we gonna do if we're no one of importance?
We cannot leave. We have a mission.
And you'll have others, so like go home.
No can do. He says, I'm getting very impatient with you, and he is going to aim his sword at you. Sartel's immediately gonna like grab hold of his arm, but he's like clad in this like metal Iron Man style fucking Power Rangers armor, and all he has to do is like shrug once, and she like lets go in fear. And he's like, ah ha ha ha! Oh, you are the hero, aren't you? And he aims his sword at Sartel instead. She already has her hands up. She says, I told you. Okay, fine. Take it. immediately this fucking big dude's like, "What the fuck, Sartell?" He like pushes her out the way, and he's like, "Phew. You're the worst fucking captain I've ever seen. You're gonna let this ship go, this fine ship, this fine galleon go to these poncy little wankers." And she's like, "I just don't know what to say." He goes, "Right, come on, lads," and he starts unsheathing a sword.
Seeing the setup now and how everybody's standing,
Mm-hmm.
Julius is going to look over at the ship. He spent whatever spare time that he had perfecting the aim, hopefully. And now the Bermuda and Zartel are a bit more out of the way, and this guy's pushed himself into the middle.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to flick the switch.
Who are the main guy?
I'm going to like aim for this middle bit here to try and get as many of them as I can. I don't know how big the projectile is.
Okay. It's going to be a one-hit thing. Just saying, yeah. It's quite a big projectile, but it'll do more damage behind the thing that you shoot. But like when you've shot a person, it won't. You know what I mean? It's one of them. It's like the rules should be better, but hey, you know what I mean? When hitting a ship, when
I was
hitting a
fully
person.
imagining like a boulder had come and like
Oh
smack
yeah,
into them all
yeah.
kind of thing.
You know what? We'll have it be a 5-foot radius. Let's just do what we want, eh? But yeah. So anyway, let's all roll initiative right quick, just to see what's cracking off. These guys. I'm just gonna shove everybody in. As the main thug who's sort of like getting really pissed off with this whole shit is obviously mad at Sartell. He's had enough of this. He's trying to obviously show how good of a captain he is and who he could be. But yeah. Got him. We've got him. We've got Dallas. We've got Bermuda. We've got all them elves. And we've got this little fucking guy. This little priest-ass guy. Okay. Who's going first? Let's see. Oh. It's this guy. But you're going to get a surprise on him, actually. No. You're not going to get a surprise on him, because they're already fucking ready to fight you. It's actually going to be this guy first, but he's just going to straight up go for this guy who's kicking off. Soon as he whips out his sword to try and attack the guy who's starting on Bermuda, he's actually going to get a bit of a stab up the arse off this guy with his long sword, which he has in 2 hands. And that's a Nat One. He just sticks it straight into the mast behind him with a ding, 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 ding. And now it's you, Julius. Fire. It's a +5 for this one.
So
And you're going to fire it at sort of here, is it?
I'll try and get as many as I can. Yeah.
If it's 5, yeah. You can get those 2, but you're going to get the thug as well.
I don't care about him. He was a dick before.
Fuck him. Oof.
22.
Yep, that's going to hit all of them.
What's the damage?
3d10.
Plus anything or just 3d10?
I've got a lot of stuff to click on. Hang on a sec. It's, oh, no, sorry, 5d10. I'm blind.
Cool.
Whoa! Right, okay. Yep, fucking hell. Yeah, right, okay. How do you want to do this? How do you want this to look when you hit this fucking massive rock at them?
Well, as they're all like bickering and shouting at each other, I just want like the very like the most subtle in the background. And like since everybody's clustered in this area, maybe only Dallas hears it and like glances over as this huge like just circular thing goes I can't whistle, but it like arcs through the air and gets bigger and bigger until it just lands on top of them with a massive thud into the deck of the ship, breaking and cracking the fucking ship underneath them.
They are,
and I don't know if anybody's dead, but
well, they are all immediately bloodied to fuck. Like, like to a point where it's like. Apart from he's not as blooded because obviously they'd all been hit by lightning earlier. This guy isn't as blooded, but all three of them are immediately fucking messed up. He starts panicking like straight away. Like emergency, emergency, and he like looks up at the main deck and sees you, little monkey boy, on his fucking ballista, and he's like ah. And, is that all you're doing?
I suppose I should probably run.
Yeah.
Stop him! I'm gonna chuckle to myself and then dart as fast as I can.
Nice.
So it would be 30 feet away from where I am.
Yeah. Where exactly do you want to go? Do you want to go, like, into the ship, off the ship, or, like, somewhere around the top of the deck?
It'd be super smart to get off the ship.
Yeah.
If I could have seen where the Spelljammer was, I would have tried being cheesy, but I can't see him, so I'm just going to run towards the ship that everybody else is on.
Nice. Yeah, you are sort of far enough, like, to the side where you could get up to about here, near Dallas.
Okay.
You could get his attention from there.
I'm just gonna salute Dallas. Like, get him.
Dallas, it only just dawns on you that that was that was the work of Beans.
Woo! Good job, Beans.
Yeah. Bermuda, it's you. This rock has narrowly missed you, and fucking hell, this guy's panicking, waving his arms about.
Yeah, she's gonna like step closer to the guy who was antagonizing her and be like, fucking, you should have listened, stupid little man. And she's gonna go to rage.
Hey, let's go.
And then she's going to jab him with her trident.
Oh. No, you're flanking. It's 23.
Hey!
How do you want to do this? This is the main guy.
Like, leans closer to say the line to him, and then just jams the trident right between, like, where his chest plate is and where his, like, head, like, neck armor would begin, whatever that's called.
Yes, yeah.
Just, like, is it right in, he's like...
Yeah, he's just fucking coughing and spluttering. Well, blood spluttering out of his neck all over the deck. Even this fucking guy's like, ew.
So let him, like, to the ground and be like, leave now, to the fucking people.
Ooh, nice. You've got another attack?
Well,
do you want to do a persuasion to try and get him to listen to you, or would you rather just use your attack?
Yeah, go on. I'll give a persuasion.
Okay.
Ooh.
Even though they're quite like fucked up and everything, they're like, we still have to do our mission. And they are obviously gonna fucking make to go after you.
Their loss.
Are you gonna use your other action? Well, your other attack.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over to the green one.
Hey.
Green and red one. And I'm gonna kiss him. Oh, you didn't see that coming.
On the mask.
Upon the mask.
Hey.
No, I'll give him another. I'll give him the old 1-2 with my trident if you catch my meaning.
Hey. The old 1-2, buckle me shoe. Fucking hell. How do you want to get not just him, but the one behind him too? Yeah, that's a nat 20.
Fucking hell. Yeah, she just like just sighs to herself and just like, some fucking people, and just again straight through the neck, but like it's over her arm this time, so it just goes straight through into the back of the.
Oh my
straight through
god.
into the other one's neck as well.
As soon as you do like part, as soon as like the neck sort of like part as you pull the trident out, as the two bodies separate, you see the priest elf behind looking upon it in horror, and his face just drops like and he's like, he doesn't have a mask on, and he's like, she's fucking crazy, she's crazy, everyone run, and the plasmoids are like blob blob blob. They sort of like slap this guy on the way, but he manages to scramble back onto the ship as they all like blob quickly back onto the boat. And that is actually signaling out of initiative, considering if you kill these 3 guys or even two of them, they all run away. Like, yeah, but at that display, obviously this priest is like, fuck that, and he just starts running off. Literally the fucking Star Moth just goes into overdrive and just pisses off as fast as humanly possible.
I was still on there.
No, you weren't. you could have like jumped off. You weren't still on there.
Just in the nick of time.
Thank God you weren't still on there. Yeah. How do you want to jump off as they cowardishly flee?
I'm
little
gonna
bounties.
slow-mo run to the edge of the ship and then jump, reaching my arm out for Captain Dallas to grab and pull me on board.
Do you grab him?
No, he slaps his hand away. No,
Yeah. He gives him a high five. Yeah. But you just oscillate in your own gravitational field anyway. Yeah, fuck it. You jump down. Dallas high fives you. You just slip down the side of the fucking deck of the ship. Just whom, your arse is upside down. Your fucking tail's going around in circles.
Thanks, Captain.
oh shit, you wanted me to grab you.
No, it's alright. That's exactly what I wanted, Captain. I like being underneath the ship. Been a while since this was cleaned.
Elenia Sartell, Captain, is shaken. You'd think that she wouldn't be, but she is. As she looks in fear at Bermuda, she looks like, fuck, I best not fuck with her. For the first time, it's like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. And this guy...
Having like a woman moment with like the trident like slammed into the deck. Like.
Oh, yeah. And the main thug guy turns around and goes, see? Even this fucking sea elf's a better captain than you are. And
I'm a better captain than you. Bark, right, like a fucking sea lion.
He goes, I don't have no fucking time. You're already there. I'm not slagging you off. I'm saying, look at you. You're fucking good at this. You could be my right-hand sea elf.
I don't need you to use me to slag off some other woman, mister.
Slay Queen!
Hey. Well,
snaps fingers.
because he like points right in your face, and he's like, it's not about who's a woman or not a woman or whatever you are. It's not about that. It's about the fact that she is a fucking pussy. And she looks ashamed of herself, like she actually looks like shit.
She remembered that there's non-pirates on this ship.
Yeah, and what?
So, you brought the fight over here. Like a fucking dumbass.
He goes, well, they weren't gonna fucking go home on their own, were they? Someone had to do something. And all you yappering people just yammering on, chattering and gossiping. It's not about the fact that you're a girl.
I had it under control. I did get it under control. And I did it on my own. All you did was get impaled.
Yeah. He looks like whatever, and he goes, well, you seem like a hearty, strong, fine sea elf person. I'd like you on my crew. As he, gives Sartell a shit eye. And he's like, if you so easily can give up your ship, I might as well take it now.
Don't be stupid.
These thugs come over like, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah.
Did you not just see what happened to the last 3 people who took her ship?
He goes, that's why you're gonna be on my side.
Oh, can you guarantee that?
Yes. He's being cocky as fuck. He says, if you're looking for a good, strong, intelligent captain, then you're not going to find it here. And he points at Sartell. But with me, we'll get things done together.
Thanks, but nah.
Well, fuck you then! And he, marches off. Fucking horrid bitch. Nice guy attitude just comes straight out. This guy who's struggling to get through over this dead body, just scuttles off after him. And they're standing around, and you guys over here can overhear him saying shit like, right, we'll just fucking kill her when she's asleep or something. What are you guys in the corner doing? We haven't heard much from Dallas. Go on, Dallas, what are you doing?
These fights fucking ended every time he's been able to take a turn, that's why.
Oh, bless him.
I don't know what he's doing. He's fucking playing a sailor went to CCC, clapping and shit with beans or something.
Well, all these people are arguing about who should be the captain of the ship. Obviously, this captain here is the current captain. This guy wants to be the captain. Them elves tried to steal the ship and be the captain. What about Dallas? How does Dallas feel?
Well, obviously, he's just gonna sidle on over. Beans, are you following for backup?
Beans will follow. Slightly behind as the menacing backup type.
Well, if you're, struggling with all this captain business, I don't mind taking the job off your hands in a nicer way. With no killing anyone in their sleep. Shit like that.
She looks at you and she's like, oh, so even you think that you could do a better job than me? That kind of sucks.
What is your problem with me, lady?
She give me an insight check.
I hope this is shit. Come on, he's got.
Alright. You think she might think you're really funny, but is pretending not to like it. So she's being a bit meaner to you.
What does she say when he says, "What is your problem?"
She says, the fact that everyone's trying to commandeer the ship. Look, there's 3 dead bodies on this deck. And she points at the elves and then points at the Starmoth that's flying away currently. What do you think my fucking problem is?
I mean, what are a couple of dead bodies between pirates?
She says,
if
look,
you're struggling, that's all I'm saying is I can help and take over and
She's like,
I'll let you keep your bed.
I don't know about you, but usually a captain, when they get shown up, and she like slightly glances at Bermuda as if to be like, you're the one that did that, bitch. When you get shown up, you know what can happen? Mutiny. And now I'm at risk of that. Everyone wants to take over, so you know what? Take it. Do whatever you want. And this guy steps forward, and he's like, ah, ha, 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 ha! You? Don't be fucking stupid.
Why the fuck not?
At this point, Elenia's just like, I don't fucking care anymore. I'm going to my room. And she slams the door hard, and the entire fucking deck's like.
She opens the door to her room, and like all of
everyone's
the
in
other
there.
Oh, yeah.
She opens the door to the room, slams it, opens it again, and goes, "What the fuck?" Slams it like 3 times in stress, and then like the camera inside the room shows like a little scared kid as she flops down on the bed, really pissed off. But this main thug, he comes up to you, Dallas, and he's like, huh. If she's give it to you, I could definitely seize it straight from you. You're a streak of piss.
My fucking right-hand man nearly obliterated you, and that's a big word for me. So what the fuck do you think I'll be able to do?
Huh. Well, I think you should challenge me to a duel. And he puts out his, he's not even putting out his sword, because he wants you to challenge him. See? You can't even do that. Pathetic.
I don't fight with knives like a pussy. I use my gun.
I think guns are for pussies.
I think you're a pussy, and I think you should get the fuck off my ship. This is my ship now.
Whatever. He says, I'm having this. There's no what you can do about it. Lads! And these two are gonna like come round and attempt to grab you. Take him away. Do us 2...
More fighting.
This is not really an initiative though. Yeah. Do us an athletics.
Oh, come on, please. 22!
Ooh, you know what's really interesting? This one fails, he just barely caresses your arm. This one gets a nat 20 with a 22, but you meet and beat that 22. But he did have a good firm grip of you first until you slap him away. What do you want to do?
I want to fucking goat kick.
You want to goat kick the main guy?
I desperately want to goat kick him.
Do you want to goat kick him?
Goat kick him.
Goat kick him.
Where are you aiming that goat kick?
Should I just...
So you just goat kick him?
Just ram him and call it a goat kick?
Yeah, you can goat kick him with ram. Fucking hell. Yeah, that gets him.
Oh shit.
How do you want to... Not how do you want to do this, just how does it look when you fucking goat kick this guy? You're gonna make him blooded, by the way. Like, very blooded.
It looks dumb as fuck, because at first, he puts like his fucking hands on the ground and literally bends over, and everyone's like, what is he doing? His little goat tails in the fucking air.
Hey.
Hands down, ass up.
Yeah.
And then he's
Does he have to turn away first to like get the kick, or kicking over his head?
It's just funnier if he does, okay?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can fucking
And yeah,
see it.
he fucking goat kicks him.
You goat kick him, you
Buckaroo.
smash him straight in the mouth and jaw, and like his teeth fall out as he gets thrust back. What's your ram? Is it like 10-foot push? What is it? Is it a push? You don't even know, do you? Well, whatever, you can push him into this guy, it's not going to do much. Yeah, it's just going to take a little knock to the head, is the guy behind. As this guy falls into him and he's like, you've done it now, you little bastard! And he's going to just charge up towards you. And attempt to slash at you with
If he walks closer, am I able to do anything at this point?
Yeah.
or-
It's not initiative.
If he takes a step closer, Julius is just going to stick his leg out to try and trip him up.
Okay. I'll make it so that he rolls at disadvantage for this attack
Okay.
that he's about to do. Yeah, that's a 7. Yeah, so he like comes like running over, like dragging his longsword along the floor as if he's going to do an uppercut towards you. As he steps forward, he trips over like a skewer. This fucking longsword goes spinning around, and he's not quite going to fall on his own sword, but it's going to look stupid. As he's rolling around on the ground like, ugh. He looks up at you and he's like, "You little monkey bastard," and he's going to try and he's got another attack, I think. Yes. Oh, not him. Him. Two longsword attacks. Just gonna try and get you. As he does get groggily up to his feet. 24 to hit, 6 slashing damage. Which,
To me,
yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm. Because
Ow.
you're the one who tripped him over. Does anyone else want to do anything?
I mean, at this point, I feel like it's just wrong to put you down like a dog.
And he's like, "Go on, do it. I dare you. You can't face me, the mighty Travis." That's the first time you've heard his name this whole game.
Travis?
Travis.
Guy like Travis.
Me, the mighty Travis. My legend will be immortal or whatever.
And it's just like mid-sentence, pull the gun out and put it down.
Go on, shoot him. My legend will be immortal. Or how do you want to kill him?
He just fucking, literally just pulls his gun out, like, really half-assed and just shoots him about 4 centimetres away from his head.
Oh,
Just
wow.
puts him down like a dog.
Puts him down like a dog. And with the sound of a gunshot on board, the entire fucking deck just goes silent. Like, these 3 thugs are like, put their hands up straight away. Like, they've seen you shoot their fucking leader directly in the face and kill him. His fucking just brains leaking out onto the fucking deck. And obviously, at the sound of a shot, Sartell, like, slams the door open, like, "What the fuck?" Like, there's scared
hi.
people in there. Sorry, what?
You're the captain again.
No, I gave it to him.
Just like, don't, let that guy keep thinking he's the captain, and then everyone's happy.
She, like, sort of looks around and is just like, "Well, I guess I've got all my paperwork to do, so I don't expect him to do any of it." Can't believe she like comes over, looks at Travis's dead body. These guys are like sort of like scared of you guys. They look at fucking Julius as well, like hide. And she comes over, she's like, "Wow, you really did that." Like,
He dared me.
yeah. I don't know what I'm
Can
gonna
I-
say though. I kind of knew that guy.
I mean, I'm sorry, but he was a dick.
Yeah.
Can I get a glass of milk by any chance?
She says, "You think I have milk? You know how
For fuck's
expensive
sake.
that?" Yeah. She looks knackered and she's like, "Well, not all that's sorted. I guess we have to." She's like starts drooping her eyes closed, like stood up.
You go sleep on your lumpy bed, lady.
Yeah. Thanks.
Good night.
Cheers, thank you. She's just gonna like put her hand on your shoulder and pat you, just to say thanks. And she's like, "Yeah, it's fine. It was just a gunshot." In the room. But yeah, guys, you're sort of left in a little space on the deck on your own as majority of people now have just started cleaning up these bodies. These thugs have just like pretended like they're gonna start helping out, but whenever you look, they're like cleaning something, like smiling at you, like, yeah, we're cleaning. And then as soon as you like look away to talk to each other or whatever, they just like smoke a fag. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just light up cigarettes on deck. But yeah. You're all together. Standing over Travis's, fucking exploded face.
Reckon he has anything good on him?
Probably not, but it might be worth a look.
People aren't very pretty when their faces are opened.
It's a real mess under there.
Yeah. It's
Well,
like a jewelry box.
welcome to the world of pirating. Shit. I mean, you did skewer those fellers over there like kebab meat, but sure,
Oh,
face
I just
blown open is more gross.
you don't think of it of like skin as like a clutch purse with like stuff in it. But like it kind of is.
If you are like looking on him, like rooting through his pockets and shit, he literally just has like a bag of like 20 gold, 15 silver, just random bits of change.
Well, obviously we're taking the chain.
Yeah, I'll just give it to Dallas.
Dallas is the money carrier.
Why am I being trusted?
Are you the captain, aren't you?
That I am, the captain of this big old ship.
You see the, first captain, Elena Sartell, come out. She goes, sorry, I forgot to, like, tell you where you can, sleep. I didn't tell you, it takes, like, fucking 3 days to get to Brawl.
Oh.
That's where we're going, by the way.
I was gonna look around anyway, see where I can install a soft play area. So.
I can show you to a room if you want. It's not exactly the best, but there are like a few rooms available. But the ones that she would offer you would be, in the crew area. Where is it? Crew's quarters at the back of the ship, which is, I'll just reveal the whole ship to you because she would have took you around. The number 9s, if you can see those numbers here. I know you can't see numbers, can you?
Saw the ping though.
Yeah. So, right at the arse end of the ship, hammocks room. You go in there, it's just wood, hay, and fucking hammocks and shit.
Oh.
Not nice silks.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, you realise that time's passing by and you've not really had anything to eat or whatever. You're all a bit hungry, you're all a bit tired. But you're sort of like all on your own together for like the first proper time. Like in a quiet space.
Well, it's not quiet with the sound of fucking Dallas munching on hay. He's eating the bedding as we speak.
Nice.
Can you stop eating all the hay? I need extra padding. It feels like there's like peas in my bed.
Yes. Yes.
Get used to it, lady. I'm hungry.
This is why on any ship with Alice you take the hammocks.
I'm not sleeping in a hammock.
Why? You never slept in a sling before?
No. Obviously not, because I'm a regular person and not insane.
I thought you'd kind of like it. If you've slept underwater and stuff, it's a bit like, weightlessness, bloating.
No. Water has, like, gravity too. How do you think we keep all our buildings down there?
I mean, we could always go in search of a 4-poster bed if you think this ship's going to have it.
Well, we can always manufacture one.
How do you suppose we do that out of some hammocks and some hay?
Oh, I know. DT? DT. DT just, like, fucking bursts out of Dallas's pillow or something. Like,
Aww.
hey,
He's
So-
just like, wah, wah.
can you, like, just give this a sniff and then go find me some more of it? And she, like, offers him some hay.
He just eats the hair and just like nom nom nom.
He's still in training.
He looks really happy.
Dallas is fighting the duck for the hair.
It's between his
Lunge
teeth.
for it at the same time.
Yeah, like Lady of the Tramp style. Hey.
Julius is just watching from his hammock like he's David Attenborough watching the weirdest nature show.
You know, he's never gonna learn if you eat his treat.
I didn't even think ducks ate hay. I got a bigger belly. I need feeding.
Well, DT's a special duck. He eats anything.
Okay, then let him eat something else.
Hmm.
I'm eating the hay. It's mine.
Okay,
I'm a captain.
have a nibble on that weird-looking piece of hay right there on the side of Dallas's head.
His hair.
Yeah.
Hey! DT Duck just flies up and grabs hold of a long chunk of hair, and he's just like, wah, 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 wah. He's like on
Get
you,
him
in,
off me before I
on you
punch
in the
your
hammock.
duck.
Like you're in the hammock rolling around with this duck on top of your face, like rap, 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 trying to bite your hair.
He just fucking like twists himself up in the hammock several times.
Now you've locked the duck
Can't
in
get
with
out.
you. As you twist around it and grabs the duck and locks you and the duck in, all you guys can see is just a hammock like a cocoon. Like, with shit moving underneath it. And then it goes, and then drops both of them upside down out of the bottom of the hammock.
Fucking Mustangs just sat in the corner. Like, if a ferret could shake his head.
Nobly
That's what they're doing.
drinking a cup of tea with its little finger out that is found somewhere. So, yeah, I mean, you've got ample time to, well, not time, but ample moment to get to know each other a little bit here. I mean, how do I want to know what you'd want to know about each other, you know what I'm saying? After witnessing all this shit.
So, why are you called Beans?
I suppose you'd have to ask the man who started calling me Beans. It's been that long. I'm just Beans.
I'm just Beans.
Anywhere else I'd be a Peens.
You want to know why I call him Beans?
Yeah.
Well, my people have a long history with beans. I love me some beans. And anyway, I just misheard his name the first time I met him, and I called him Beans, and it stuck.
Well,
What is beans?
It is a legume of sorts.
A legume.
Like kelp?
What the fuck? No. It's like it's like a vegetable in a I like them in a rich tomato sauce. A little bit of sugar, a little bit of paprika, and sometimes if we have had a particular bountiful
Sounds like real life.
if we found a lot of shit, basically is what I'm trying to say, is sometimes I like to grate cheese on my beans, and that's all I was going to tell you. But anyway, you ain't lived until you had some beans. I'm gonna have to find you some beans.
Just to clarify, he's talking about the legumes. I've never let him grate cheese on me.
Oh. Are you sure?
Our relationship is not one of a sexual nature, and therefore we will never be grating cheese on each other.
Is that
Or
for
eating each other, or anything of the sort.
trying or
for lack of trying?
is there a Mr. or Mrs. Beans?
Wow.
Not currently. Never in the past as well, really.
Mm. What
He's
about
a
you?
virgin.
Yeah.
I mean, I've not been married before, you div.
As far as I know, he's a virgin.
And have you been testing that out?
I don't think there's any real way to tell if a man is a virgin, but he just gives me that energy.
There is one way. One sneaky way.
I think we should move on from this conversation before we offend anyone.
Fucking hell.
Well, is there a Mr. or Mrs. Dallas?
No, there is not.
I think he's a virgin, you know.
Shut the fuck up! I am your captain. We ain't just a couple of virgins fucking running a ship. I mean, come on.
For God's sake.
We're a little better than that.
I really want you to. Can you please roll me a charisma just to see how the level of ridiculous you look right now? Like, he's just sat there like one of those guys that's nodding to his own bollocks that he's talking, but like smiling as he's so confident with it all. Like, yeah.
I think we should both roll something to see how fucking virgin we are.
Yeah.
Is it just straight charisma?
Just how uncool you are. This is 11. If you hit a 15,
14.
if you hit a 15, you've fully got away with it. But
No.
yeah, you both look awkward as fuck. You look really uncool.
We both smell like Lynx Africa.
That's quite charming, though, when you stink.
I thought you were gonna say it's charming to be a virgin.
Hey, whatever you're into. I don't know. I was just getting to know you guys.
Is there a Mr. or Mrs. Bermuda?
Bermuda!
Just gonna let that one sit for a minute.
What did I say wrong?
Well, it's a bit more complicated for me, because, like, I gotta get married to someone, and
Well,
you know.
surely you don't know more.
Well, yeah, when I get back home. And, fix everything.
I'm not the type to be having this kind of conversation with her, Beans. I think this is a you thing. Yeah.
What? About the fact that she's not really going to have that much of a home to go back to.
Maybe I should have been the one to have this conversation, because that was fucking brutal. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the birds and the bees. Like, yeah.
Oh, that.
I could tell you about that.
I was talking about your home, but you dirty-minded little fucks.
I think we're all having 3 different conversations here.
Just a bit of fun.
I don't know if there's any bees around, but the only bird that I can see is the duck. So I suppose I should ask, is there a Mrs. or Mrs. Duck?
Mrs. or Mrs.
Oh, ducks are girls. The duck, as the camera just pans to the duck's just standing in a direction facing somewhere. Like, just...
It's breaking the fourth wall and none of us know it.
It's looking somewhere.
DT Duck is currently standing looking at the viewers.
He's just recognised himself. It's like Samira. Smooths his little flick of his hair down with his wing. It's like when the fucking Baron from What We Do in the Shadows comes out and notices the camera on the first.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, me? I'm being filmed? The duck gives the viewers his best side.
I'm trying to dapper him up for someone, but, he was sort of the runt of the litter. If ducks have litters.
Okay.
So anyway.
Anyway.
You can ask a question. I've been asking all the questions.
How many brothers and sisters did he have?
Past tense.
Have, had, well.
Well, I probably have a few less to go back to, but I don't know, somewhere in the region of like 2,000.
Jesus fucking Christ! I thought the same was F like rabbits, not F like sea elves.
Yeah, but my daddy's the king. My mom.
So we gotta have 2,000 children?
Yeah,
I didn't even think that men had 2,000 sperm.
Oh, damn. That's okay.
That's okay. That's okay. Oh, poor Dallas.
Absolutely. Fuck having 2,000 children. No offense.
If a king dies, the kingdom goes to their prodigy, right? So, what number in line are you? Are you like early tens or late thousands?
Oh, I'm the heir.
What?
2,000 brothers and sisters. You're the next in line.
Well, it's not. We don't do it. as linearly as like you guys with who's born first, because it's hard to tell who's born first, because it's kind of like we all just sort of emerge at once. So it's kind of like a more of an aptitude thing, and like, you know, a blend of like different things that puts you in line for the throne. And I wasn't that high up, but then I put my name up there and no one questioned. So now I'm up there.
So, let me get this straight. The poor woman that is your mother gave birth to 2,000 children all at once, made you do a fucking bleep test, and whoever was fastest won. Like, what?
I don't think it's cracking birth is very like dangerous or painful because they're so big, but
Correct.
I guess it is a bit strange that we all have to compete for our inheritance. I really thought about it.
Your daddy was getting it on with an octopus.
No. With a kraken.
Same fucking difference. A big octopus.
Yeah, this is a very small and
I said a big octopus.
yeah, it's a very friendly creature, and a kraken is much bigger and much more ancient and powerful. And yeah, just all around more cool.
So let me correct myself. Your daddy got it on with an ancient, powerful octopus.
I mean,
giant one.
It's a bit racist of you to say that, but sure.
Well, I mean, people have been calling fucking Beans a monkey boy all day long, but racism.
What, so that gives you a pass to be racist to something completely different?
I'm just having a difficult time understanding. I mean, I get the basic birds and the bees, but where do you put it? Where do you give it to a kraken?
Where do you give it to a kraken?
See confusion. It's so I see where you're missing a piece. My dad only manifests as a sea elf. He's actually the sea itself.
I think I'm having an aneurysm.
Get it? Sea elf, see itself. Hey! Perfect genius.
This sounds like some kind of fairy tale Bible shit. The sea had impregnated a kraken, and 2,000 babies were born. Did a bleak test, and you failed, but put your name at the top of the board.
I didn't fail. I just wasn't that high up. But then I had the aptitude to put my name higher, so it was the real genius.
Hey!
It ain't me, that's for sure, because I'm fucking confused.
Well,
I understand as well. Like, if the kraken's in the sea, right? How does the sea get in the kraken? And can you imagine just like being fucked by the air?
Julius. So when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much, sometimes they engage with something that most of us tend to call sexual intercourse. Have you ever heard the term before?
A couple of people have mentioned it to me before.
Well, maybe you're too young to learn about such things. How old are you?
Old enough.
And how old are you, Dallas?
I can't think right now.
I think he might be like too young.
Beans,
Yes, Captain.
how old am I? When is my birthday?
I mean, we're both old enough to understand the basics of this conversation, but I don't think anybody's old enough to understand what the fuck a kraken is doing, getting it on with the sea, birthing this, and for some reason, she don't have tentacles like a kraken does.
Where were you earlier?
That's a good
On
point.
the other ship.
No, they were first fight with the creepy things that were on the land.
On Ballsack Rock.
Ballsack. Oh, she was behind Ballsack Rock. That's why you didn't see.
Mm.
The Ballsack Rock was in the way.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely don't have tentacles.
And I thought I was weird for having hooves.
Not at all. Did beans make you feel weird for having hooves?
Why do you think everybody's racist all of a sudden?
Because one of you was being racist. Called my mother an octopus.
Oh, can't even call a squid anymore.
Squid a squid.
Well, you can. Until it stops being a squid.
What is the meaning of life?
And you all sort of like fall asleep, given that like weird falling asleep talking shit energy. And we're just gonna sort of like skip through just a little bit because one morning, as you are approaching the Rock of Brawl, you're a few hours away from getting there. But you're all sort of like, it's a morning, you're all up on top deck. I'll just pop you up there. Obviously the dead bodies are gone. She's sort of standing up top end, sort of breathing the lovely, not sea air, but you know what I mean. Just looking happy looking happy that everything's calmed down a bit more on the ship. Excuse me. At the very top, these bastards are gone. And yeah, you could all be up top if you want. And basically, I'll tell you something. And you're all sailing along quite nicely. Everyone's having a nice time. You've been fed. You did have the opportunity to show Bermuda some beans, Dallas, because that were what were ready for breakfast. So you had some beans and you had some hay and some other stuff. And yeah, you're a few hours away from the Rock of Brawl, and the ship slows down unexpectedly. She looks a bit confused, like, I wonder if Flump's okay. And around you on all sides, you see sudden, like, colossal chunks of rock floating in the void. Like, you're passing by them really slowly, as if Flump's trying to be careful not to bang into him. Some of them are overgrown with, like, vegetation. Wait, what did you say for vegetable? Vegetation. while others are just bare stone. And there are creatures sort of flomping about, resembling jellyfish and, like, stingrays gliding through the spaces between these rocks. And Sartell looks about uneasily. And she's like, I hope nothing's gonna jump out at us. I really can't be fucked with any more shit. And as if on cue, you see a vessel lurking behind a nearby asteroid, peeking perhaps. and it's got an enormous spiral shell. And I'm going to show you this vessel.
Oh.
Very mysterious vessel. And you see there, as you were all talking about the Kraken and stuff just the other night, you see these long-ass fucking tentacles protruding from it, waving around, but as if caught in an invisible current, as if a dead octopus or dead Kraken just like slowly floating in, like as though it's in water. Really slow, thick tentacles moving around. And Captain Sartell sort of like makes a noise like, oof. And she squints at it. And she says, shit, mind flayers. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session. Fucking mind flayers. I know. I would our beans have a reaction to this thing?
Beans is just spilling baked beans all over the floor in the form of diarrhea.
Nice.
We ended the session already, so that's not canon.
That's where we end the session. No, that is canon. That's like you see the slow encroaching scary thing, but it does look like it's unmanned, like floating around, you know what I mean? Like it's been crashed up. And it just cuts to you, just slapping beans down your front.
Violently shitting.
Violently shitting beans. Well, I'll tell you something. Yeah, thank you very much for watching along. We'll see you all again next week, I guess. That's been episode 2. Spelljammer. Anyway, bye!
Bye.
Bye!